Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Thanks for coming out. It is Sunday, and I'm playing a little bit more PC Building Simulator. Now, I wasn't planning on playing PC Building Simulator. Well, I actually did not have a plan today, come to think of it. I said at the other stream, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. But then, I remembered that there was that one particular case of somebody who wanted me to build their own PC, and they were clearly scammers, and I want to see how that pans out, honestly. Like, that's one of the really big reasons why I'm doing this today. I mean, aside from that, and also, it's a pretty chill game. It's something that I can just pop on and enjoy, and, you know, lazy Sundays. I like the concept of just having a lazy Sunday. So, without further ado, I'm going to start the game up on this end. No, I really am curious. It's like, I am not stupid. I know that, you know, it's like, I know this is a snake that I'm picking up, but at the end of the day, why would this... I don't know why this game would penalty me for you... Because, again, it doesn't look like I'm going to be paid for any of this service, but I'm very curious to see if maybe I actually will be paid for this service, and I'm not sure. It's like a really good drama show or something. Just being like, ooh, what could happen next? I have no clue. Anyway, let me just test the audio levels again. I think the audio levels are fine, because I've had it basically set up at standard for quite a long time. Okay, now again, where I last left off, I was beginning to build people's computers just from scratch for the first time. So I guess we'll see what the heck happens. And I believe the first thing I'm doing, again, is going off and I am building this one computer from scratch for what sounds like some kind of, honestly, it sounds a little bit like some Indian call center. Again, what kind of 70s, like, jive thing do we got going? But anyway, let me see here. Yes, okay, so I've already done this. 3D Mark score of 3879, and honestly, I kind of just spitballed that one. I didn't know if it would work or not. Oh, shit, wait. I pressed quit there. Was that right? Oh, shit. I wasn't paying enough attention there. I might have done fucked something up. Okay. Let's try and pay attention and not accidentally quit out on stuff. Okay, so let's see. What the heck is this? Yeah, we need to figure out, the PC needs to be able to run Photoshop CC. Yes, another one of these cases. Please help. Could you make some repairs? There was a power cut and now I don't see anything when I turn the computer on. Can you do it by that much time? Uh-oh. Replace graphics card. Honestly, maybe it's just the fact that I enjoy the mystery, but I really would like to figure out, okay, what happened? Did the power supply end up exploding? Did the motherboard end up getting fried? Like, what portion of it? It's just straight up telling me I need to replace the graphics card. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we got... PC can run... Okay, so this is the new PC that I have to build. I'll do that in a moment, just after I pile this onto the table and take a look at it. Okay, so what we need to do is... we need to see what needs to be upgraded in order to run Photoshop. Now again, we had a situation a long time ago where I ended up royally shitting the bed. Because as it turns out, this game is very specific when, like, what type of graphics cards it wants. Which is bullshit, but anyway, let's just make sure that we can run like Photoshop CC first and foremost. And if not, start making plans. Nice jet engine, sir. I guess I'll install 3D Mark right away. I don't know why. I'll need it eventually. You're starting out? No, I also want to install... Will it run? That's the question. Yeah, I only just recently found out, I don't know if it's still the case. I think it was about a month ago I found out that Will It Blend is still a thing. God, I had no idea. Oh, this is a gigabyte board. Neat. Alright, so this computer... What kind of specs is it asking to hit? PC can run... Okay, at recommended specs, so... That's the minimum that is required. I am shit out of luck on the RAM. Oh, it's just the RAM. Oh, but it's another one of those 9 gig bullshits. Sure, okay. Well, it's specifically saying that it only has 2 in here. And that means whatever RAM is in there is kind of trash, basically. So I need to get like 3-4 gig cards in order to make it work. Which, yeah, I can do that. You know what? I really should be careful. I should pay close attention to what kind of RAM is already in there and what kind of board it is. So I'm going to power this off. And I'm going to take the RAM out. Because I don't know. At some point down the line, I'm sure I'm going to run into a situation where the RAM will be incompatible and I will need to find the right ones. But anyway. So yeah, this is the one that was in it already. 2133 megahertz, so standard to what we've already been doing as of late. What kind of RAM do I want to give this folk? How much is he willing to pay me? 215 bucks. Pretty good considering all he needs is RAM. Maybe not. That's 35 bucks. I'll just upgrade what he currently already has, and I'll get 3 sticks of that. Good to go. Okay, so... Yes, this is the new case, and I bought all the parts for this this next one. Supposedly. I don't know, I'm still paranoid. I'm paranoid I'm gonna, like, get a whole bunch of parts for a particular build. And then it's gonna turn out that I'm missing, like, one component I probably should have had. Okay. 3D Mark... right. 3D Mark score of 3,000. I think I've done... good on that front. Right? Ooh. Well, it's like a sort of a modular bay, so you can take off the power supply bit or the That's a neat case. Right, I picked up this because it's Cooler Master, and that is one of the yeah, it's not exactly the case that I have, but it's close. Okay, so what specific... I don't remember what parts I specifically got for this. I suppose I could just, like, mix and match and try out different graphics cards. Oh, yeah, I decided to be ballsy. I decided I'm going to try and, yeah, I'm gonna try and make, like, a Ryzen thing. Because I haven't actually walked out of my comfort zone with Intel. I know... how to build like an Intel PC. It shouldn't be all that different. But it's still intimidating considering I don't know much about the individual brands and the power behind them. But I mean, you know, you can definitely read the gigahertz type of stuff. Okay. Oh, right. To save money, I went and I got, yeah, I have this like used Ryzen and I was planning on putting it in here. Gotcha. I understand. How much RAM did I decide to put towards this? Don't remember. Oh, right. I just got an 8 gig A data. Just so that you're covered for RAM, but you know, let's not go crazy here. Let me lower that. For storage, okay, yeah, I got just one hard drive, and that is flip. Smooth. Here. I'm trying to open up. How does one open this thing up? I'm trying to unhook the clasp. But for whatever reason, the game is not allowing me that option. Oh, wait, what the heck am I doing here? No, don't take off the back panel. Unless I have to. I feel like that shouldn't be the case, but I'll do it anyway. Here, can I just, like... Oh, I can just pop it in. Shit. Usually that's not the case. Usually there's, like, some weird thing involved with it. Okay. Alright, next up, I got this power supply, which hopefully will cover whatever needs to be powered on this thing. Alright, I'll go ahead and add the thermal paste. I went and decided to pay a little bit of extra money just for the sake of having a nice cooler. Okay, so graphics cards is the next bit. But I don't know what I can get away with. That's the big question. Well, what's the best thing in here? Unequivocally, it's this. Just because it's got... Yeah, 8 gig RAM. Problem is, I don't really know if... I don't know if anything lower than it would end up being, you know, decent enough. So I think I'm actually going to test this out. I don't know what it is, but with graphics cards for me, I have really horrible luck when it comes to trying to screw it into the PCI port. I don't know, it's just been kind of trash. Like, I try to... For whatever, like, I don't know if it's the case, it's just the fact that the prongs on the card itself have problems. Okay, now again, what I'm hoping is that there is enough outlets on the power supply. It's a 600. I don't imagine that's going to require too much. I wouldn't want to leave anything unpowered, because that would be very silly. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, hey, come on. They got the big old fans on the front. Can't I plug this in? Wait. Okay, there we go. That's plugged in. I think I might not have enough ports for this. Shit. Is that going to be a problem? I didn't count all of these together. Oh, no, I just needed to connect those leads. Never mind. Okay, good. Alright, well, that's about everything connected. Now I guess it's time to just test and make sure that it doesn't explode. And also, here, I'm going to come over here. I see the positives of buying some more of those USB sticks. Just to not futz around with a whole bunch of just jumping back and forth between computers. Alright. Oh, that is very neat. Oh yeah, now we're installing all the bits. But these guys, they are making out like bandits if they get away with this. Damn bullshit assholes. Okay, then. So what we need is 3D marks so we can test this. Okay, so, I mean, that's basically all that I needed to do, right? Like, that's going to be out of commission for a while. I think I canceled one of my computers. And then we got this one. Problem is, I'm not pulling in money. That's the scary bit. And, you know, that amount of money is not going to stick there. Alright. Run 3D Mark, see if I need to replace the graphics card, which I might not. As for this, I think I'm good to go with it. Next day delivery. $105 for 215. Decent. Oh, jeez. I do wonder when when is the game going to get so difficult that I'm going to need to have, like, 3 computer stations at once? I don't even know why I would need 3. Like, is there a necessity for it? I feel like it's not. If you wanted to just flip-flop a whole bunch of your projects, I think it's just basically for convenience sake that I got this second one. Arf. So recently there was a NVIDIA press conference about graphics cards, stuff of that nature, but I think it had nothing to do with the GTX line of graphics cards, which is basic consumer. It was all stuff that was super powerful, things that you would never need in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it's very interesting stuff, and oh my god, it's so much extra power. But why would you ever need it? Suppose for someone like me, I would be interested in getting something like that, but not at the price. Like, you're talking spending like thousands upon thousands of dollars just for the sheer sake of getting yourself a graphics card. Nope, I do not need that. Okay. Well, it looks like this graphics card is not going to cut it. And it's sort of like the mid-range 4 gig. So this in turn means that I'm going to need to pick one of the better ones. The next step up is this. Hopefully it works. Hopefully I don't have to go back out and grab another card. Again, these jackasses. I just realized now I need to run. There, I need to run 3D Mark again. Lovely. And I will not be able to leave until I know my answer. Maybe in the meantime I could just stare at the spinning... Yeah. Oh, son of a whore! So I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really it's really easy to accidentally do that. Because you pick it up with one mouse click, and then the other mouse click is for just going into the interface. It's probably as convenient as I could possibly make it, but... Oh, and the other interesting thing is that if you want to move the like this thing back and forth, it's the right mouse button. And then if you want to go into the interface for it, it's the left one. And for whatever reason, it's just taking me a long time to figure that out. Gotta say, pretty son of a bitch. Any new posters just sitting on the wall? I do wonder if, like, sometime down in the future, are they planning on taking some of the advertising off the walls? And then replacing them with brand new advertising? Because that's very clearly and obviously what that is. There's some interesting computer shops that I remember going to way in the early days of just doing computer type of stuff. I forget if this place even still exists. Like X Oxide. That was one place that I remember. Like they had a ton of computer bits and parts, and it was like a Yahoo store. And this place existed like way before Amazon was like super popular online. Nowadays, most people will go and buy their electronic stuff through sites like Newegg or just going to Amazon and picking stuff up there. But this is the place where you would go and you would get PC mods, like the ridiculous stuff. Like the colored bits. The things that made your computer shiny. Ah, there we go. It actually worked. It's a shame that I ended up having to use the graphics card I planned for, though. Oh, well. Okay, well, let's put the case back together. Oh, yeah. Here. I'm just gonna power it off. Right, all the shields. Oh boy, was the... Wait. The power supply wasn't even screwed in there. Living on the goddamn edge. Okay, you assholes. Again, they have stated at one point that they're planning on paying me $4,000. But when does that happen, I wonder? It just feels dirty. I don't feel right doing it. But, alright. Collect, I'll discard that. The new PC parts that are available are those. Interesting. Okay, so that's in transit. That PC needs RAM. Here we go. This is going to be scary. I wish to thank you for your assistance while I was held at Chichester International Airport. I was to send your reward via my attorney, Brian Eggleston, who I believe you have been in contact with, but I have chosen to write to you personally. Your quick and excellent work made all the difference to my case. I will gladly approve your reward money, although I must ask one last favor. The computer you built is not quite powerful enough for me to play League of Legends. Could you make the necessary improvements? Oh, really? What's required? Oh, here we go. Now the payment's $4,000. Jesus. Maybe if I decided to go crazy enough, maybe I'll get the computer back and all the specs will actually be worth it. You know what? I've spent enough money on this shit. Whatever. Let's go hog wild. Let's do it. I didn't think that the game would be that unfair. That it would literally give me no money for that one particular mission. I was expecting there was something very cheeky going on. Okay, well. The RAM is on the way. So, let me just shut down everything. I gotta remember to turn this place off, because if I don't, then power bill is going to be insane. Alright. Let's see. Yep, there's the upgrade, and there's a fix. God damn. I do find it funny that I made a complaint about just like, put some windows in here, goddammit, but I'm like, oh no, 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 there are windows in here. It's just they're ineffective as hell. Okay, I'll write the parts. RAM, here. Oh, right, this is the computer I'm supposed to fix. I'm gonna put you down real quick. I'm gonna actually do work on this computer real quick. Oh yeah, and I also need to run 3D Mark. Ugh. God. Is this what running a computer shop is like? It's so painful. Actually, I do. Alright, I am kind of curious. Nope. Okay, so for whatever reason, RAM of a different denomination doesn't work. So good on me for buying 3 sticks. Although, well, the interesting thing is that this is, according to the coloring of these slots, it looks like this is a dual channel type of thing. In theory, I would be able to install a different type of RAM, and I mean, they're both the exact same speed. But I don't know, maybe the game's just trying to be safe, being like, no, 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 let's not complicate things. Let's wait to complicate things until they're really good at computers. Then we can. Alright. Let's run 3D Mark. And again, since there is appropriate amount of RAM, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So this is the fix. What did it need? Alright, replacing the graphic. I'm wondering if maybe I could just replace that, because I have some graphics cards just sort of sitting around doing nothing. Let's see, what do we have? This has got one of these special PCI locks. What the hell? Okay, so what's the broken one? Oh, hello. Oh, shit. Well, okay. If they want an actual honest-to-God replacement, I don't have that. So that means that I can't replace this with any of these. I'm pretty sure they would be very pissed. I'm just going to test this real quick. What happens when I replace something with an inferior card? Yep, it will not allow me to do that. If I could, that'd be broken as all shit. Okay, now real quick, before I forget, I actually forgot to bring up Photoshop. Because again, like I said, the method that I've been using, and it's one that I kind of came up with just via necessity, is I bring up Photoshop, and then I copy and paste the interface whenever I am looking at a part. So, for example, graphics card... We need to replace the one that is broken, so I'm just going to print screen. Yeah, and then I'm going to just paste it into Photoshop. I'm going to zoom into the area where all the relevant information is sitting. There we go. It's easy, it's slick, and it's right to the point. Okay, how much was I going to be paid for this job? I hope I was going to actually be paid a positive amount. Okay, so the graphics card that I need to get... Oh, wait, not motherboard. MSI Radeon RX 470. It's a shame that most of these cards look, unfortunately, very similar to each other. Alright, let's see. MSI Radeon RX 470 Gaming 4G. Whew. It's a lot of money. Okay. I'll let that sit. And you come with me because I can't work on you right now. Instead, I'm going to see... Maybe, for all intents and purposes, maybe this will work. Again, I piled a whole lot of power into this thing. I hope that's not like the RAM or some shit. I mean, League of Legends is not that hardcore of a program, right? Then again, I haven't played League of Legends in a very long-ass time. Oh god, did I ever rant about League of Legends? I'm pretty sure I did at one point. But I've tried League of Legends with friends, and I was not a fan of it. Well, okay, the game itself, the game League of Legends itself, it's okay. Let's see. What the fuck? Okay, wait, what recommended specs is he asking for here? Okay, it is recommended specs, but he's not asking for 4K, that's fine. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Really? This is another one of those situations where I swear, this has gotta be perfectly fine for League of Legends. I don't know. What's the power behind the Radeon RX 470? Maybe it's not that good. Maybe it's not... I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna question. Again, the card that you want is the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060. Oh, such bullshit. Okay, fine. I'm spending an arm and a leg for the sake of this one computer, and I'm really starting to get angry at this dude. Okay, so... GTX... I do like that the search function does help, because now, at this stage, there's so many different parts that it's kind of daunting. Okay, so 1060... what happens when I do this? 6 GB... No? Nope, it doesn't work. Okay, so what you're asking for is... Oh, VR, 3G. Oh my god. Okay, alright. I think what it's trying to say is that I just need a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 that has 6 gigabytes of video RAM. Gotcha. Well, there's quite literally only one that's here that does that, and it's you, and... Oh, I'm spending so much on these parts, but... You do what you gotta do when you run a computer store, I suppose. Okay, so we're fixing that, and also the other graphics card, which is just... Hold the phone. Before I go and do something stupid. Here. I just noticed a thing, and I think I might be able to save me a little bit of cash by doing this. Okay. Oh, hey, you're done. Leave by the door. Right, so we're trying to fix this one, right? And the card that it asked for... Let me take a look at this. The broken one is an MSI Radeon RX 470 Gaming 4G. And the one that I just pulled out of that computer is this one. Ooh, and it's an upgrade from that one. I wonder if this would work. We'll see. No skin off my back. I mean, in theory. Replace the graphics card. Okay. Oh, that's oddly convenient. Okay, now we just need to make sure it boots, which, you know, it should. Very pretty motherboard. Holy shit. Ah, it's got all the parts for overclocking in it. That is very neat. Oh, wait, No. We need to put the PCI lock in place. Oh, yeah, so, okay. While we're talking about fixing electronics and stuff, here's a fun little story. My household is down 2 televisions. Now, one of them is down because, I don't remember, did I talk about this on a stream one time? I don't remember, I don't recall. But there was, here, I'm going to just exit that, and the card we need is that one. And this is the PC that we're working on with it. But anyway, no, I ended up fixing a television in my household at one point. And it was a particularly... I don't know, basically I had to replace some capacitors in a television. And I fixed it, and unfortunately now that board, it now has more capacitors that are failing on that exact same board, but different capacitors. There we go. So, unfortunately, I had to go and reopen the television, and in the process of swapping them out, like swapping out the bad one with a replacement one that we had in another room, well, we ended up breaking another television. This time, we ended up breaking the screen. It was just like, oh god, lovely, everything is dead now. Okay, yes, so this, and then, can you upgrade my PC? My rig just isn't up to the task anymore. I saw a PC build online that benchmarked 40... Oh my god, what the fuck? What part of your computer could I replace to get us up to that point? Well, that's scary. I have 11 days to figure it out. And $390 to potentially... Okay, this is going to require me to be paying attention to the parts. Holy balls, okay. Can I fix this? So I need some repairs done. A weird noise came out of the case yesterday. I just want my computer to work. I gotta have it by this day in 5 days. Oh, shit. Your hard drive is dead. You poor sod. Alright. Okay. The rent is due, but hey, I got plenty of money. Look at that. Look at that amount of cash. But anyway, tomorrow I'm getting myself that graphics card. It's a good thing I found out. Yeah, I could replace that other card with the, you know, the one from the other computer. And luckily he didn't end up using it all that much, so I think I'm in the clear. Okay, rent is due. Let's do this. I am very curious to see what would happen in the event I missed a due date for my payments. Are they just going to come up and shut off all my electricity? That would suck balls. Okay, rent is 500. I can do that, sir. Hope you enjoyed your month of life. All right, there's the graphics card. I think I'm just going to plop it in here, and I'm going to finish this up. Oh, you shitbag. Again, that $4,000, it had better be up front immediately by the time I get this thing in. All right, there we go. It always terrifies me whenever I'm just like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see. It's like, okay, all right. Is it going to turn green? Is it going to turn green? Did I miss something? Did I? Didn't I? Again, I still have this suspicion that somehow we did not need to upgrade the card. But I could be wrong. All right, where the hard drive? Jesus, I'm gonna start with the one that sounds easier. So, how many hard drives do I have sitting in my system right now? Hold on. None. Gotcha. Very swanky blue computer, though, I'll say. Okay, well, the mystery is what kind of hard drive he actually has in here. Oh, well, there's one hard drive, but is that... I feel like that's probably the secondary. Okay. Did that work? I have no idea what I even did. Here, maybe I need to get at it from... Yeah, okay, over here. Well, usually when it comes to hard drive failures, I would say it has to do with... Yeah. The hard disk drive tends to be the thing that fails the most often, because, I mean, the nice thing about solid-state drive is the fact that there are no moving parts, and therefore it's a lot quieter. And also, it can run at a lot faster speed. In theory, anyway. If you wanted to be absolutely insane, you could go ahead and get yourself one of those PCI hard drives, because holy shit. I don't need something that fast. I think I'm fine. But anyway, so that is the broken part. I'm going to head over to the computer, and I'm going to take a quick look. Shouldn't be too expensive. I think those are kind of the bargain brand. Hey. Storage, you bastard. So, more Tony Easy Store. 500 gig. That will do. Okay. Just making sure that everything's all lined up and ready to go. And now, the mystery. I'm kind of hoping that his computer is already set, like, up to a pretty high standard already. Funny thing is, I've never looked directly at the 3D Mark outputs, and I might want to do that now. I mean, think about it. Like, what will tell you what needs to be improved? You know, like, better than 3D Mark probably could. Shill, advertise. Buy 3D Mark, you plebeians. I suppose, funny enough, this entire game is basically, you know, just computer advertisement, the game. I am kind of wondering if maybe we're going to start moving towards overclocking. Oh, that's not going to be easy for me, that's for sure, because I'm not good with the... I've never done, like, overclocking, and I don't know what would be safe, what would be the best options for it. This is a loud-ass PC. Holy shit. Okay, so the hard drive for you is on the way. I don't know what I need for you. Suppose I could, you know, head into the email and send that computer off. I am collecting my money. Level up. Cooler Master Maker and Ryzen 6 and 8 core CPUs. Sweet. Okay, well, I've got plenty of money to work with now, but for all I know, I might accidentally funnel it out of my account through a straw, so I don't know. Okay, I've already paid the rent. Need upgrade work done. Do you work with computer? I thought, son of a bitch. Can I put 4 gigabytes of RAM in and then run 3D Mark? Dude. Thank you. Thank you for the softball. 4 gigabyte. I wonder, do I have, what do I have for RAM sitting in my, Turn it off. If he's got a 2 gig stick of that, then maybe we could talk about, you know, fixing it. I can hook you up quick. Look at the space guns. Okay, so what we got? Thing is, I don't know what these scores actually mean. They don't really tell me much of anything. Let me see. I don't know. At the end of the day, okay, so the system information we have, the 1060 graphics card, that's pretty damn good to start out with. Depending on what kind of Ryzen is, I mean, we just got the upgrade for, maybe being able to upgrade his Ryzen CPU. How much money am I getting? Here. 390. So, I guess I gotta take a look at stuff on the inside of this computer then. Especially the CPU, because the GPU looks nice. I will take it out anyways, just to take a look at it. In the event I do need to buy a new one. Okay. So again, here we have the Ryzen. I don't believe I have a better card than that. Yeah, it's a Ryzen 5. Ruff. Just outside of what my previous limits were. Well, just like inside, just inside. All right, let's go shopping. So the socket is an AM4. I have to be working with... Is there any way I can... AM4? No. Here, filter... Cores, frequency... Well, okay, the chipset. I'm looking for chipset. Okay, AM4 chipset. So here we are. Here's all the stuff available. And... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, it's like 390, and then this is just... See, I don't know. What do we got? What do we have for the previous one? AMD Ryzen 5 quad core 1400. What was it? What were we currently sitting at? Oh wow. Not lowest shelf, but so really at this point, anything above this is going to be better. Kind of wondering if maybe I should just... I mean, once I pour shipping into this, that's going to be... Basically, I'm going to be making a total of nothing for this entire thing. That's piss. Also, I do wonder if heat is going to be an issue, because this thing's going to be cranking out a lot of heat. I can at least start with something, so... Next day delivery... That much amount of money, that sounds fine to me. Okay. Well, it's just sitting here like a skeleton. And so are you, until you get the RAM. And I have no computers, so it looks like I'm done. Okay, So, there's that. God, must complete jobs. Must complete jobs. That's fine. I think I can do it. Alright, there's the bits. There's a new computer, but I'll work on that in a moment. This is the one I'm the most concerned about and honestly a little bit interested in, so... Alright. Brand spanking new CPU. Just to make sure I don't blow something up, let's make sure to add the thermal paste. Because holy mother of God. No, I fear the idea of going back to any of these streams and just looking at all the things I might be doing wrong here, and the thermal paste is one of them. Okay. I forget which one of these was yours. Oh, it was the nice one, right? Of course, I don't know. 1060 is like, it's nice, but it's not tip top. You can do better. Okay, that should do it. And I have no idea if I'm going to have to edit this at all afterwards, so let's just keep this on. Well, you know, keep the this thing open. Alright, 3D Mark, do your stuff. And over to you. Okay, what? Oh, right, the hard drive. Yes. Again, I'm still a little bit annoyed by the fact that as long as it's not a brand new computer, you don't have to reinstall the OS. Like, that's not very consistent. Come on, you asshole. There. At a certain point, I could probably afford to get that one thing that just auto-connects all the cables. Okay, yep, it all works. So... I guess that's the main thing that a whole lot of simulators try and tote, like, just realism. I think a really realistic idea would be if a hard drive is entirely and completely replaced within a rig, you should... Oh, whoops, I forgot to put the drive bay back on. Crap. Again, just for consistency and just for the sake of realism, I do think that is one of the factors that should be a thing. Alright, that PC is done, and I'm sure that the, here, I'm sure this is probably finished as well. My God. Alright, so we are not quite there yet. That's not good. So, the only thing I can think is overclocking. Which, this thing does have the capacity to do so, but I don't really know. I've never worked with overclocking, and I don't know if I'm going to destroy Lewis's computer. I guess in theory, if I ever do, I have the money to recompensate him. Compensate him. It's iffy. I'm gonna try. Here. Yes. An actual cool BIOS system. Okay, CPU overclocking. What? Is it gonna give me any kind of warnings? Current motherboard base... Okay, this is the current motherboard base clock. I don't know. I don't know what any of these things would do. But now that I have this really nice CPU sitting in this computer... A CPU running faster could require more voltage to be stable and might need improved cooling. Well, I mean, it's already got a nice fan in it. I'm trying to remember what the... at what temp does a CPU fail at? I don't know. Well, we're currently in the BIOS, so, you know, it's not like this is going to affect me right now, I don't think. So the base was at 100. So we're working with megahertz. Shit, I wish I knew. RAM speed, RAM voltage. And then there's what is ratio? Let me see. CPU speed ratio is how much faster the CPU runs compared to the base clock. Oh, okay. CPU running faster could require stuff. And then voltage. God. Shit. I don't know. I don't know what's required. I don't know. Was there a tutorial at any point in time that was expressing this or explaining it? Here. Well, okay. Let's take it. Let me think. Perhaps got something to do with just the proportionate amount that is currently sitting in the voltage already, and we have about 1.35 volts going through it at this moment in time. What happened? Okay, maybe I could just double it. This might be a horrible mistake. Or, okay, I might... Yeah, now that I think about it, it might be a mistake. Let me pull out my good old calculator here. Let me... What if I were to improve by, like, 50%? Oh, God, I have no idea. I'm horrible at the math. As you might have clearly seen in the past. But, again, 1.35. And then... So it's using about, like, you know, 0.0135 volts for each megahertz that is currently being used. So if I wanted to bump it up to about 150... I'd have to pump the voltage up to about... Oh, fuck. Okay, the top voltage is 2. Shit. And something tells me it would be very, very irresponsible to pump it up any higher than that. Okay. Oh, God, I'm going to destroy something here. That's for sure. Okay, so, I mean, this is close to what it's supposed to be, and now it's running at 500 megahertz. This seems like a bad idea. Oh, well. Are you sure you want to apply this change? Sure. Again, if there's a fire, that's going to be very fun. Hello, what is this? Shit, I can't read that. What was it? No CP. Oh, fuck. Yep. I ruined it. Oops. See, I really should be sticking with the stuff I know. And this is not what I know. And now I have completely borked the chip. Here, let me see. Yep, there it is. And I have ruined it. So I guess that means I gotta go buy another one. But, okay, then the question becomes, what do I want to do? I suppose the graphics card is one of the only options I can do aside from overclocking. So I think I was hunting for the entirely wrong... I mean, it did do something at the very least. Alright. Now, again, let me just... Jeez. We go for a little bit of scroll wheel functionality. Right. Yeah, this is about the best one that you could possibly get, but let's also look at what we could do for an improvement on the graphics card. Again, it's a 1060, straight up just a 1060, so what could I do to fix that situation? Let's think about, because clearly I've ruined it. I've ruined this entire thing. But the budget he was handing me was $390. I feel like I'm not going to find a good graphics card at $390. Or maybe. I don't know. Let me see. There is wattage. There's virtual RAM and all that jazz. Okay. Here, let me bring it down to all of them that have just like 10 in the name. Suppose it would help if I actually pulled the this thing out of the computer. Here. And then if I look at that, it's this one right here. Okay, well now I have all the specs for that. Funny enough, I am looking at the VRAM and all this stuff involved with the core frequency. I definitely see some improvements I can make. So let me just think what he would possibly want. Okay. Again, we're looking for stuff that have 10 in the name. Oh no, it's actually... Shit. It's giving me a lot more than that. I can also sort it by relevance. Oh, nice. Is there a particular, like, product line that you could limit it to? Doesn't look like it. Oh, well. Let's just look at the... I'm just going to take a look at all the specs of all the things, and I'm going to make my decisions based off that. That sound good? That sounds good. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So this is like the upgraded version of it. The MSI GeForce GTX 1060, except, you know, it's 6G instead of 3G. I'm still a little bit concerned that might not be enough. It looks like the best option I have, though. Woof. What else do we have? Core frequency and... I mean, all around this thing is much better than the other one. And also, it fit right in with the original price range. I done fucked this computer. I think now would be an excellent time to just go and buy all the parts for him. And you know what? I have wiggle room. And I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy that I'm not going to just spontaneously lose everything. Ah, yes. And as long as I keep bringing in these kinds of things that just require me to replace stuff. So it's asking me to get 4 gigabytes of RAM. If I'm lucky, maybe I already have the RAM he's got. I can't tell. Here, let me see. Oh, hello! Ah, so simple. So nice. Thank you, game. I don't gotta spend any money, and I can send this thing out right away. Clunk. All it says is to run 3D Mark. That's good. Upgrade the PC so that you have, like, 50,000 score or some bullshit. Well, that's a dumb thing about, like, you know, going off of score. What the hell does a score mean? Like, I can look at the statistics of the individual things, but at the end of the day, like, what does a score mean? What's good about it? Oh, whoops! I need to add programs. And that wait, I didn't know you could do that. If you try and add it and then immediately press escape, it just like pulls it back. Bum 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 ba da da. Again, I'm nervous. I would like to solve the problem with this guy over here. Did I remember to add thermal paste to that last GPU? Or no, CPU rather. Because that just occurred to me. I think I did. But I'm always paranoid about that shit. Alright, I am going to collect my reward for that, just so I have some kind of income. Repairs for his PC. Something's definitely broken. Can you help me? I have no idea what's wrong. I was just trying to move a file, and then I got a bunch of error messages. I need it before this day. Oh. That sounds like a virus. I'm willing to bet it's a virus. But yeah, I'll give you the full work through. I don't know, that's the fun part, because then it's like you're working with somebody else's system. Just like, this is the thing that they live with on a regular basis. Just trying to go through it and seeing how their minds tick. Hello, thief man. We got all that stuff sitting out there. Oi, oi. So we got... almost done with that. It's on the way. Right. Right, that's out. That number is daunting as all shit. I guess the only thing I could possibly think that could fix that would be a new graphics card. She's done. So at least I'll be making my money off of this one. Urgent upgrade required. Oh, good. Another one of you. Great. Upgrade to 8 gigabytes of RAM and also 3D Mark score. That's fun. At least that one's a little more realistic than the previous one. Not amazingly, though. I can overclock the GPU too. Is that right? I don't know. I'm scared and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well that'll do it. And those parts will not be here until later. Oh, dip. Do not leave without shutting off the lights, for God's sake. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I don't have some, like, other random brand new thing that I need to pay money for sometime soon. I'm pretty comfortable at where I am at this stage. Okay, so... Can you power this thing? I don't think you can power this thing without, I'm trying to remember. Does this thing just immediately break the second you start it? I don't know. Because I'm scared. I don't want to add, like, the brand spanking new one to this computer if it's just going to explode on me. I think I want to go into the BIOS and try and fix it from there. And then I'll come back, I will replace this, and then everything will be hunky-dory. But until then, I want to make sure that everything is safe. Alright. Brand new graphics card. Oh, right, gotta put down the lever. Yes. Jesus Christ. Okay. And I don't know if the air cooling could possibly be improved at this stage. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going off of visuals way too much. That might be the case. Okay, she's plugged in, but I gotta be very quick on this. Okay, nope, go to BIOS. I need to fix this right the fuck now. Oh, actually, it has been fixed. Never mind. Strange. Oh, maybe it's anchored to what specific thing is installed inside it. Probably. Okay. As long as it works, man. As long as it works. I'll say that that's a very nice quality of life thing. Because I can't imagine how frustrating it would be to try and fix this issue if it wasn't smart enough to be like, hey, they made a mistake. Okay, almost. Again, I have no clue if this is going to improve this computer at all. I'd like to think that an upgrade to the graphics card would make something happen, but... Can you imagine if somebody, like, if they did set it up so that... Here, I'll start this thing up and then I'll start talking. Like, oh, fuck me, what? What problems? Wait, what problem just happened? Shit. Problem has been detected and Omega system has been shut down. What did I do? Oh, fuck me. What the hell's wrong? This thing's connected. This thing is also connected. The hell? What the hell happened? I'm gonna check the CPU real quick. Okay, no, it's not broken. Good. But why? What the hell happened? I don't get it. I had this thing on and all that. Maybe I need to go in and, like, factory reset something? Maybe I was wrong and I do need to go into the BIOS for a thing. Did I forget something on the outside? I don't... It looks like everything's connected. This dude's computer is very slowly becoming a huge problem. Okay. I'm gonna go into the BIOS real quick. I'm gonna factory reset everything. Just to make sure that is not an issue. Okay. What happens when I do this? Yeah, for some reason that okay. Clock watchdog timeout. Okay, what does that mean? Problem's been detected. Clock watchdog? Is there something in my computer that's still overclocked? Well, let's head into the BIOS, I guess. I mean, I didn't touch the RAM. This is set exactly where it was originally set. That's the CPU speed. Oh dear. Bit scared. I don't know what the hell's happening. Does it have to do with the fact... Maybe... Why would the graphics card be... I don't know. Is the graphics card weird? Is it just pulling way too much power from the graphics card? I'm not entirely sure. Because, okay, clearly we have enough power for the... Like, from the power supply. I don't know why we would be having some issues with... Clock time? I don't get that. Well, I don't want to break another CPU chip, that's for sure. Automatically overclocks your RAM to its rated stable speed and voltage. This is the easiest way to overclock your memory. Well, it's all well and good, but if the computer ain't going to turn on, then there's a ratio. Oh, fuck me. Does it have some... I mean, heat? Does it have something to do with heat? This thing already has a fan sitting at the top of it. I guess it could be cooled a little bit better. Maybe. That's the only thing that's a very specific error. I don't know. Fans are not that expensive. I think I will go ahead and just grab one. What kind of fan is in there, by the way? I didn't check that. Also, again... You know what? How about that? Fuck, I am upgrading so many parts to this person's computer, it is insanity. I really shouldn't. But, for fuck's sake, I just want it to work. I mean, at this stage, I have spent, like, into this guy. Alright, so the CPU cooler in question here... That is the airflow. I'm going to print screen. I'm going to put this in here. I'm starting to show just a tad bit of my computer illiteracy. Just a little bit of it. Let's do this one at a time. Is there anything I can do to improve the CPU cooling? Because that... Maybe. That's the one thing I think might be causing this. Maybe the CPU cooler is not powerful enough. This is what we have right now. Airflow 80 CFM. And we can go higher. In theory, yeah, we could go higher. What's the difference between... Wait, what's the... Airsports, Esports 1. I don't even know what that... I mean, the only differences I can see is just a few of them have different colors, and one of them looks a little bit more powerful than the other one. I will probably end up just getting this one. Again, it's probably completely useless to be going and getting him another one, but... Okay, and then we have... his case fans, so that might also be able to get improved. Which I haven't messed with the case fans in a long friggin' time. Ooh. Maybe we could go for some accenting fans. How about that? That sounds like fun. Oh, question though. Which ones fit into that spot? Okay, it's a 120 millimeter. And I think that's the exact same one for both of them. What's the airflow of that? 40 CFM. Shit. Yeah, this could definitely be improved, that's for sure. I'm gonna get a couple. There's the parts. Okay, so... You're still inactive. I wonder if maybe he would enjoy, like, a red accent, considering... Everything else is in a case seems to be red. Screw it. He had green stuff. I'm gonna go with green. So what do we got? Upgrade the RAM. Also, yeah, and you also want a freaking score of 470. Jesus. Oh, yes, this is the one that we need to diagnose and fix. Well, let's start from the ground up. Let's just start with, like, level 1. What the hell happens when I turn it on? Oh, shit. Yep. Not even working. No boot device. Okay, so it sounds like the hard drive's busted. If I run into a computer that turns out to have, like, WannaCry or something, I'm going to be very upset. It's like, God damn it! Here, I'm trying... It's a little bit awkward because I'm trying to get these cables and they are not working. I can reach the motherboard from the... Wait. Do I need to take off the enclosure on the other side, too? That seems excessive. Ah, there we go. I didn't even need to go in there at all. Right. Yep. Oh, they had a 2 terabyte. Holy shit. I'm gonna sell that other one real quick. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna need to get a new one of these. Lovely. Again, I have cash. The problem is that I'm not going to have cash in the future if I keep buying a whole bunch of this unnecessary nonsense. Alright, so this is the exact same one. And there's not... Okay, well... Is that everything that's wrong with it? I don't know. I basically diagnosed it. It sounded like it had something to do with the hard drive failing in some capacity. Doesn't sound like it would be a graphics card issue or a CPU issue. Okay, well, let's take a look at what we have here. How much RAM do you got? My hope is that they have a 4 gig card so that we could call it a day. This is a 2 gigabyte card. Shit. You know, fuck it. I'm just gonna get him 2 4 gig cards of the exact same style of RAM. And then, of course, well, alright. Before I just start pulling his thing entirely apart, I'm gonna pop it in one more time, and... Because what he wants is a score of 470? Seriously? That leads me to believe that somehow the RAM is not going to be the one thing that solves this. Maybe 8 gigs is not going to be enough. I don't know. Right, I need to... Oh my god. I'm just so used to stuff just being on computers, and I probably shouldn't be. Whoops. Okay, well, it was already installed, so that shouldn't be a problem. Right? It looked like the BIOS screen popped up. I think I'm good. All I wanted to do was grab the USB stick. Again, my dream would be seeing this thing, like, just go up in flames. It's just stuff like that. Okay, well, let's go and grab that memory then. So what you wanted was 8 gigs of RAM? You got it. Okay, there's the RAM, there's the hard drive, there's the fans. It looks like we're ready to go, and there's not much I can do to fix anything. But I got money. Now. Okay. I'm gonna just cross my fingers that everything in this situation works. Alright, friend. You're about to be decked out with a whole bunch of really cool new parts. For no discernible reason. Oh, motherfucker! I thought oh, shit, I wasn't paying attention. I saw that it was 120, like I said it was 120, and yet I got 140. Fuck me. Alright, I'm not gonna make any stupid mistakes here, as much as I would love to just go off and pick up. Okay, alright. It's fine, it's fine. As much as I would love to run off and go and grab some other ones. I'm just gonna pick them up. I guess I'll put this on the back burner again. I don't really know if it's the CPU cooler. You know, okay. Alright. Just in case somehow it is just the CPU cooler that was the thing that was the problem, I'm gonna test this out. And I'm gonna see if... Oh, whoa, don't you do that. Don't do something stupid just because you're frustrated. I'm going to see if maybe, perhaps it was just this. And if it was just this, and if I can get this thing started, and if the score can be decent, maybe we can make all this work out, and everything will turn out fine. Oh, wait, I probably shouldn't do that. Because we don't know if it'll work or not. Alright. Now again, the problem that we had previously was some kind of a power issue. Or, you know, like a clocking issue. Now that it's cooling better, what happens when we run 3D Mark? Oh, hello. Oh, it's actually running longer than it was before. How about that? Huh. Honestly, kind of surprised. Usually this shit doesn't work. Okay. Well, the issue is, okay, we have the new CPU in it, and we have the new GPU in it, but we don't know if the score is actually going to turn out at the proper amount. Oh, okay, you're done. Son of a bitch. Oh, you're so close. Damn it. What can I do to improve the score? Well, let me see. The graphics score and the CPU score are what culminate in this little bit. Well, what can I improve on, I guess? Graphics score seems a little bit, if. Just a little bit. So, let me just take a gander at what we have in here. I mean, I could have taken a look at it in that interface, but I like pulling them out and seeing them by hand. Okay, so the graphics card in question that was inside this PC was you, I think. Oh, well, I don't know which one it was, actually. God damn it. Let me sell the broken one. I don't need the broken one sitting in here. Also, this at this stage, this is just underpowered. I'm going to sell this. Sure. God, I actually don't remember which one of these things were in it. I'm gonna maybe, all right, if I'm lucky. Maybe if I'm super lucky, perhaps this is just in order of receiving them. Oh, right, I'm supposed to upgrade this to... Oh, fuck me. Oh, right, that's right. I don't have that... Oh, yeah, here we go. My bad, I forgot to upgrade that. And heck, maybe that'll actually improve the score. Oh, no, because the score, that doesn't factor into that. Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna boot this up. What do we have? Oh, damn it. What the fuck? The only way I could possibly see getting up to anything higher than this would be if I wanted to... If I wanted to overclock something. Which I don't know what I'm supposed to overclock at this stage. Question. Are there any tools that tell you how overclock? I doubt it. There's a virus scanner, all this stuff, lighting. Not really. I am curious about this. Let me see if there's any kind of tools in here to help with overclocking. Probably not. System info. Ooh. Details of the system. Will it run PC Bay? Part ranking. Compare the relative performance of CPU and graphics cards. Oh, that's kind of cool. Stress test your machine to check that CPU, RAM, and GPU overclocks are stable. That, sounds a bit like what I'm looking for. Oh, sort of. Tuning tools used to overclock. You know, that actually... I can't. I literally can't. I'm gonna add it to the card. Why the hell not? Okay, so you are running 3D Mark score. This is a whole lot of, like, 3D Mark today. And complete desperation. Alright, I diagnosed the problem with this, right? Yes, I did, because I got the parts the other day. Can't do much with... There isn't shipping on this, is there? No, there isn't. It's digital. Okay. I'll grab it. I really genuinely don't know what this program's going to end up even doing, so... It looks promising. Also, I wonder if it's a real product. Like, is it a real piece of software? Because I know 3D Mark is. Here we are. Okay. Automatic. I don't know. How do I measure this shit? There's the CPU information, then GPU information. And then these two bars up here for whatever reason. On. Alright, okay, so I guess it's testing it now. Maybe it'll, like, directly tell me how much I could potentially, up the stats, perhaps. Finished. So what the hell does that tell me? So that's the... Okay, current, bus, all that stats, and all that size. Oh, ooh, okay. So here's this information. How do you overclock the graphics card though? Because I didn't see anything about how you could do that in the OS or the BIOS. Perhaps there's like a special place that I am supposed to be doing that. Unsure. Actually, I think the graphics card. That's what that piece of software is for, right? The whole like level 13 thing I couldn't get. So I think I'm going to have to overclock the CPU in some capacity. I guess I don't know what these numbers mean. Current, original... Oh, so this is just the overclock talking about how much I'm currently overclocking it. I think that's what it is. Alright. And then there's you. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, fine. Alright, so what you're going to end up needing is a new graphics card. That gets you up to 470. What the fuck? Well, I know that there is room to grow with the 1060 Gaming 3G. So let's go spend more money. Sure. Nothing. Meh. So again, just to be sure, it's 1060 Gaming 3G. So it's this. Alright, what's the better option? Let me see. Here we are, yeah, it's this one. Why is this one more expensive? I don't... It's got, like, lower core frequency. Yeah, again, the 980 series, it's got different core frequency and all that stuff, and honestly, I would go with something like this first and foremost. I don't know if you could overclock it better or what, but... No idea. Oh, I suppose I never, I've never screwed around with SLI. That might be fun to do sometime. I'm just gonna add this to the cart, and... buy it. And then I will work on you later. How many of you are, like, complete by... I got time. I don't know. I'm working at whatever pace I possibly can at this stage. Okay, so the problem was the hard drive was busted. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and sell your junker and replace it with a good one. So it's saying diagnose and fix. That usually the game's probably throwing me a bone, being like, yeah, found it, don't worry about it. Don't you worry your silly little head about it. You're not 100% inept, just about like 95% inept. Oh, also, hold up. GPU lock. Right? Hold up. Wait, is that a GPU lock? Hold on. Oh, it's the beauty panel. Fucking. I forgot that was there. Okay. Beauty panel, for God's sakes. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not a gigantic fan of putting a whole bunch of pretty things onto my computer. I'm more interested in just making sure that my computer is functional. Again, my computer is basically just a gigantic brick. It's like, does it do the job? Yep, it does the job. It's just a bunch of extra flair. I mean, the interesting thing is that I'm probably going to be one of the only people that's actually doing anything with the computer. And nobody's really going to be seeing it on a regular basis, except for me. So really, the lighting on the inside of a case is just vanity at that stage. Like, I don't need that. Alright, she works. But this was the easy one. That was the simple one. Okay. So, I got that. Can't do anything with that until the part gets here, which... Yeah, all that stuff. And then we got you. I guess I'm curious to see what would happen if I were to overclock it again. What happens when you overclock but don't feed it enough voltage? That's what I'm curious about. I don't know what would happen. Because you would think that wouldn't destroy the CPU. You'd think that you'd only get some kind of an error message, correct? Let me see here. The base clock is the heartbeat of the PC and dictates the speed of the other PC components. Adjusting the speed will affect the CPU and RAM speeds. The CPU speed ratio is how much faster the CPU runs compared to the base clock. And then the voltage is how much power we're putting into it. Yeah, too much voltage can damage the CPU. And would recommend you don't go above 1.5. I didn't follow that recommendation. Well... So, the base is 37. Megahertz is this. I don't know. I think I would just have to kind of feel around a bit. I'm gonna just incrementally change this. There. 38, 105. And I'm not gonna change the voltage because I have no idea. Let me check the voltage thing real quick. As a CPU runs faster, it'll need more voltage to remain stable. If your overclock system crashes under load, try increasing the voltage. I didn't do that. I just pumped it all the way up to 2 volts. Okay. All right. Honestly, I'm starting to relax a little bit with this. Cuz it's starting to become a little bit clearer, and also it's real nice. God, it's really nice to be doing this in an environment where I don't have to worry about spending an arm and a leg to try and buy all this stuff. Okay, before I run 3D Mark, let's do a quick test. Just to monitor stuff. Okay, the overclock. Yep, there we go. Clock interrupt was not received on a secondary processor within the allocated time interval. I do not know what that means. Okay, well, as long as this thing still works. Right. I guess I would need to put these things up in such a way that... It just seems like the timing was off for some reason. Let me try and bump it up to 110 and 4. I like rounded numbers, but the rounded numbers probably are not right. Okay, so she boots. But what goes down when I suddenly do this? Yep. Clock interrupt or fucking shit. I really wish... check to make sure any new hardware or software is properly installed. It is. And then there's the technical information. I don't know how to read any of that shit. So, okay. Now what happens if I'll go ahead and I'll up the power up to 1.5. Oh. Here, hold down the button, head into BIOS. There. I hope that doesn't do anything bad. All right, well... Oh, okay, Omega came up. Temperature seemed fine. Again, I feel like this entirely... has to do with just... I'm not setting it up properly, and there's your problem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has everything to do with me not doing it properly. Okay. But then what is the proper way? Okay, perhaps, I have an idea. Maybe the ratio doesn't need to be adjusted. Maybe all I need to do is up one or the other. I don't have a problem with doing that. Okay, well, I see that the heat has been dramatically decreased. Oh, yeah. Okay, now it's pumping up. Look at that. It hasn't failed yet. All right, CPU throttle, yes. Minimum, max, yeah. Okay, is it? Wait, is it? Max. I've overclocked it to 110. So, okay. Interesting. Okay, so it didn't crash when I did this time. And also, it looks like the heat is being handled. Speaking of heat, but... Oh, wait. I haven't gotten those fans yet, have I? No, I have not. I thought maybe this was like the next day for some reason. I don't know why. Alright. Time to be cheap. Again, let's make this run, and hopefully it works relatively well. It seems to be rendering the frames slower for some reason. So I feel like 3D Mark doesn't take this much time to process all this. Maybe I'm crazy. I have only made improvements. I am the best. Okay. So yeah, I can discard that. And I have repaired your PC in a relatively reasonable amount of time. Please fund me. I am losing money. Here, okay. Hey! I've got the money. Can you make the upgrade? Could you upgrade the CPU? I need 8 gigabytes of memory installed. It would be good if you could benchmark it afterwards. Thank you! Oh, it's so simple, so easy. I don't need to worry about figuring it out myself. Okay, now it's picking up. Is it like... Maybe this test is trying out multiple different... Like maybe one part is the CPU, then another part... What the fuck? What the hell? What? How? How did overclocking lower my score? The shit? I guess the CPU test kind of failed miserably. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So weird. Maybe I didn't overclock it properly. Maybe did I accidentally underclock it? I don't. Here. I'm gonna set this down to 100 megahertz again, but I'm gonna set the ratio up to 4? And the voltage is at 150. That's about as high as it's gonna possibly go, I think. Again, I don't want to break anything. I suppose if you knew what you were doing, you could probably funnel more power to it. Okay, let's see what happens when I did that. It's not broken. That's good news. Okay, so it's saying that it's 108. Maybe by just overclocking it in a different way. 3D Mark technical guy. Ooh, hey, that's a little bit more liquidy smooth. I like that. Cool. Also, I've never really looked at this that clearly, considering the fact that I haven't... It's always been really choppy. I've never actually watched this. So, what the heck is even going on here? It just looks like big old bunches of ice. Like it almost looks like Frozone is visiting or something. Honey, where's my super suit? All right, fingers crossed. I'm hoping for some good stuff out of this. Right, so you're going to need a graphics card. Did I get the graphics card? Let me check. Yep, got the graphics card. And also some more Arctic crap. I'll definitely say this is a very, very good way to teach just everything about computers, really. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Oh, we're very close. It's starting to improve. Maybe, just maybe, if I can overclock the CPU just a little bit more, I might be able to pull this off. And hey, it's a good freaking CPU. I got a good cooler on it. I think we're good to go. All right. So it's at 4.0. How high does it go? Just out of curiosity, I'm not gonna go for anything ridiculous, but... Wow, it goes up pretty high. Holy shit. Right, I'm gonna turn this around before this becomes ridiculous. There. I think I'm going to stop this at... 45. Let's try 45. I guess the base clock... You know, it is interesting. Because I have done a little bit of work when it comes to emulation and things of that nature. Oh, fuck. Here we go. All right. Clock interrupt was not received on secondary processor within allocated time interval. Okay, what the hell does that mean, and what do you want me to do? Did it not work math-wise? Is that it? Because I picked a well-rounded number before. Probably not. I don't know. So what were to go down if I just pumped it up to 50? Probably bad shit. Let's see. Oh boy, the car... Yeah, it's very hot right now. Oh, fuck me. Okay, I don't really know. Back to being completely confused. So, alright. Now, in this stage, in this point, because before we had this thing set down to 40... The voltage is at 150. And this is the base clock. The base clock is the heartbeat of the PC and dictates the speed of the other PC components. And, okay, changing your base clock will disable the XMP RAM function. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do at this stage. This probably will not fix the problem. Because I thought perhaps the base clock had some kind of functionality to this as well. I see that the heat is pretty high up on it right now. Yeah, okay, it's still having this problem. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe, okay. Perhaps. Here's an idea. This was the setup that we had for the CPU at one point. Right? Okay. Perhaps if I utilize the RAM, if I use XMP, maybe perhaps this will be just enough to push us up. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why this would be it. Because what we're trying to do is we're upgrade. It's the CPU that we're trying to focus on here. The RAM is not going to help me out much. Like, that's not going to help out with my score, as it be. I don't think, anyway. Maybe it piggybacks a little bit and helps out with the CPU. No, I don't think it would. Anyway, let me just run this thing real quick just to make sure it doesn't explode. Okay, yeah, we're right back to having a stable PC. What the hell did I figure out there? There is something that I managed to figure out at some point along here that I didn't register in my own brain. But yeah, the overclock is only at 108. What is infinite, by the way? I would like to test that too. How does that work? It doesn't just, like, infinitely start ramping things up higher and higher and higher, does it? That would be scary. Oh, right. Automatic means it gives me, like... I see. Okay, off. Turn off. I like having just 30-second spurts. It's cool. There's only so many times I can run this before I just shrug and have nothing left to do. Like, okay, this was a particularly good test, but how much? Okay, I didn't test just how much higher I could potentially bring this. So it clearly breaks at 45. But what if I bring it just up to 44? Any tiny little increment to me, it counts. But once again, this number is kind of scaring me because that's very, very hot. And it's probably going to fail. Yep. See, okay. This seems entirely based around heat and just how hot this freaking thing is going. And then failures tend to happen around the time when, yeah, things are at their hottest. But I already got one of the best coolers in there, and unless those fans really make much of a difference, which they might. I just want to know, like, when it fails. Funny enough, this is probably not interesting in any way, shape, or form to watch. Which makes me upset. But I'm curious. I'm very interested to just see how this would work. Okay, that's still bad. Also, I do wonder just how accurate this potentially could be. So 4200 megahertz. The temperature has noticeably gone down. But that doesn't mean much of anything if it still crashes. Yep, still crashes. God damn it. Wow, did I find the butter zone with going 40? I don't know. Let me try this again. I mean, for all I know, like, if I, oh god. I couldn't imagine doing this to somebody. Like, it just feels wrong to work on somebody's computer and work, like, right up to the edge where their computer fails miserably and tell them, good enough. Because by that stage, they're working with a ticking time bomb. Okay, so the computer's actually holding out on this one. Alright, out of sheer full-on curiosity, I will run 3D Mark one more time. Now that, hold up. Yeah, it's okay, it's at 110%, which is where I was trying to get at before. Out of sheer complete curiosity, I'm going to try this one more time. Oh, fuck, what the hell? What's this all about now? Why is it having problems with the FPS now of all times? Jesus, man. Oh, that's gonna be horrible. Okay, you know what? No, I think we are done today. I'm gonna wait for those fans to come in, and I'm gonna see if maybe that'll fix the problems. But that is a problem PC, I swear to God. Wait. Remember to shut everything off. I'm having enough. I'm gonna have enough money problems if I continue to funnel just a crap load of stuff into this guy's PC. The utility bill's coming up. All right, there's the fans and there's the graphics card for that one computer. Which, by the way, I don't even know if that is going to make this computer work. But it's helped me out of a jam before, so I'd like to hope it will. There we go. Now, 3D Mark, do your stuff, and hopefully you go above 4,000. Now for you. Again, I don't imagine adding more... Maybe... Okay. Why does this not fit this... Why? Why the fuck doesn't this fit? It's 120 millimeter. This is 120 millimeter. Why the ever-loving fuck don't these things fit? Oh, this is some hardcore asshole-ish bullshit. Okay. Maybe it's just... perhaps... Hold on. Because there's two in here. Maybe it's being stupid and telling me that I needed to replace both of them. No. Okay. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you need. I'm just going to slap these things back in. Because I haven't tested this thing out. Here. I haven't yet tested this thing out with a full round of heating and cooling and whatnot, so maybe this will do something. I don't know. I still don't know why we're having that really weird issue with suddenly 3D Mark does not seem to be running nearly as good as it was before. Yeah, it's still having that issue. I'm going to bring it back down to 40. Because this is almost like the butter zone. For some reason, 40 is working very, very well. And maybe all it needs is just a little bit more cooling and it'll work perfectly fine. I see it's functioning properly now. Okay, yes. You are done. Well, okay, you're done just as soon as I put the parts back on. Wait. Remember to put the PCI lock on. There we go. Well, good thing that I have some of these things coming in properly and leaving properly. Right, this guy's computer is going to be a lot easier. Because again, like I said, we've been handed a softball. So you want 8 gigabytes of RAM. What do you have in your system already? 4. Oh. Okay, I could potentially save a little bit of money by just getting another one of these. In fact, I will go and do just that. Okay, now again, it was a Xi'an 4 gigabyte 2133. I have that memorized at this stage. Like, I'm doing so much work with RAM, it's insane. Okay, that'll upgrade that, but now we need to figure out what the CPU is and act accordingly. Also, does it happen to be a CPU that I already have the upgrade for? Because that would be nice. I think it was this. I have a broken version of this. Do you want the broken version? No, clearly you don't. Okay. Well, then I'll go and grab that. Something higher than the Ryzen 5. Okay, so this is the one that he had previously. So what we could possibly upgrade it to is this. 6-core, 1600. Oh, wait, no, because it's at 3600 megahertz. So technically this might not be a good upgrade for this. It just upgrades the cores, which, depending on what kind of work you do, cores don't really matter. It's more based off of how fast the megahertz are. Yeah, I'd much rather go with something that is definite, so I'm going to go with the 1600X. Which is a little more expensive, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, that's the next day delivery stuff. What were you? Okay, yeah. I'm just going to send that out. Discard that. Collect my money. A-Data Ultimate stuff. Okay. Okay, upgrades. Once again, oh my god. But thank god the 3D Mark level is, like, much lower than it would need to... Okay. I can work with that. 4 gigabytes of RAM. That works. Sure. Send it on over. I can take care of that. So, okay, again... The score is... 4340. I've bumped this CPU up to a ridiculous amount, and I don't really know what the hell I'm supposed to do at this stage. Apart... Oh my god. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Because I got 2 days to maybe make this work. Unless somehow I can manage to get my hands on a more powerful graphics card at some point down the line. Which, you know, that might be possible, maybe. This computer has been the bane of my existence for a very long time. God. Okay, so... I got the, yeah, I got the CPU for that, I got the RAM for that. And that's all you need, and, you know, thank the Lord for that. Yeah, the new CPU with the new memory. Good. You are a very friendly individual that likes to work with me as opposed to break my brain. Okay. There's the parts for that one PC. Again, I'm kind of teetering. I'm sitting at 5,000 and it's not really going anywhere. You know what? That's good. Fine. That is perfectly fine. I am okay with that. There's the RAM. CPU. Now, again, this just makes me want to go out and upgrade my own PC. I would love to. Okay, that was upgraded. Let's not be a stupid. Add a little bit of thermal. I think this was his cooler. Though, I don't know. For all I know, maybe it'll turn out that this cooler is not proper. I mean, it's telling me to run 3D Mark, so... There's a good chance that this game is trying to trick me again. Like, I'll try and run 3D Mark, and then it'll turn out that, oh, yep, the entire thing overheated. Good job. You need new heaters. Actually, you need new case fans and things. I'm gonna take you real quick. I am very far away from having a high enough level to do GPU stuff. Right, yeah, let's see this computer explode. It has not exploded. Good. Okay, and then I don't know what I am supposed to do with you. Like, you have got a very, very high score, and I don't know what I'm supposed to... I feel like I failed miserably on this part. Like, dude, like, T. Lewis, really? Do you need a 3D Mark score of 4954? Do you really need that? I certainly don't think you do. I just don't know what could potentially, like, improve it at this stage, because I have overclocked a CPU, and I've never done that before. You have a brand new MSI GeForce GTX 1060 gaming, you know, and it's like the best one I can buy right now. What do you want from me, man? I'm kind of at that stage. I kind of want to just, like, throw this one out. I certainly don't want to, but I feel like I failed this one. When this job arrived, the PC was worth that much, but the current build is worth that much. I don't care. Send it out. Fix needed! Oh. Hello, there's something wrong with my PC. It keeps crashing. PSU graphics card. Thank you, sir. Okay, so that's in transit. Aha, and this one seems to be done. Again, it worked. It worked as it should. I'm sure there's a very functional reason that I couldn't fix that PC previously. I'm a bit of a quitter by saying, nah, never mind, but... Alright, so I can collect the money for that, and then this PC, which is... Wait a minute. Oh, right, here. Upgrade to 4 gigs of RAM. There. I'm gonna work on the thing. So, 4 gig... you know, I might have enough to do the RAM part. But my scare right now... You know what? Hey, hold on a second. I got a lot of graphics cards sitting on me. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can make this work. First of all, what's the RAM like? Oh, hello. Yep, I can do that. But again, it needs to be up to 3D Mark score of 2781, which, that looks like an old GPU, so I think I might be able to do something about that. Let me look at this real quick. So this is the old one. Ooh, okay. 4 gigabytes of video RAM, 1392. So this is almost an upgrade to it. Almost entirely. But it has less VRAM. I don't know if that's going to affect it at all. Let me just see. Well, okay, well, and you know what? At the end of the day, we're not trying to upgrade the... we're not necessarily trying to completely swap out the graphics card with, you know, an ultimately better one. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get a good 3D Mark score. So I think with swapping this thing in, this should do it. That said, I might want to consider trying to use some of the other cards I have sitting in my inventory. Maybe, I don't know. Depends on how close we get to that mark. Oh, God. Dude, some of the things in this game are very tedious, and installing 3D Mark fresh on every single computer, that is definitely up there. I suppose this is what the life of a PC builder would be. Alright, test yourself. See, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work out or not. Oh, God, it's got a piss CPU, though. I guess if you decide to hand every single one of the bits of the graphics processing to the GPU, that'd make it work. The funny thing is, I've been doing a whole lot of work attempting to try and move a lot of CPU-intensive stuff over to the GPU. You know, like, using the whole like NVIDIA CUDA processing type of stuff And holy crap, that stuff is kind of amazing. Because, you know, your CPU is only going to be able to do so much. But when you have a really powerful GPU that can take care of that work, like, if it can do video processing, then, yeah, I'll totally have my GPU do it, as opposed to the CPU. Because, I mean, look at how liquidy, buttery, smooth... Oh. Well, maybe not liquidy, buttery. That's a little bit more like, just a little bit of, like... It's like peanuts with gravel in it. It's just like... Not buttery. We haven't not reached creamy peanut butter levels. Okay, here we are. 2921. I think that's it. That will do it, yes. And actually, just, you know what? I can live with it being a little bit higher. I'm going to count my blessings, and I'm going to say that works. I mean, besides, I need to start making some money. Like, I need to get some of these things out the door, and I need to start... It's like, I need to start making bank. I don't know what's around the corner. It could be horrifying things. I don't know. Okay, come on, bud. I feel like at this stage I could probably upgrade this PC. Holy shit. New parts. Radeon... Ooh, okay. Is that, that's a new graphics card. Or I think. Ooh, wow, 8 core. Holy shit. Maybe I got rid of that computer a little bit too quick. Shit. Let me see. Hi there. I ordered a PC from you around 9 months ago, and while it runs okay, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything too taxing. Oh, wait. It doesn't seem to like doing anything too taxing unless it gets too hot. My good friends DR Waterman and DR Wright told me over a sandwich that he would fix their machines. I don't remember their names. Shit. But I'll take a look at your thing. Oh, fuck. I hear you work with computers. Can you build a PC for me? The PC needs to be able to play Rocket League at the minimum specs. Well, that's interesting. I can definitely look that up and just see... I could build something based off the minimum specs that are sitting in here. Dude! Awesome. So, Rocket League. Okay, let me print the screenshot real quick. I'm gonna paste that into Photoshop, and I'm gonna go right over to the store. I'm just gonna pick up his stuff. Dude, awesome. Thank you for telling me what game you wanted to play. And then we're building it, like, right from scratch. And I have plenty of money to be able to do this. Okay, so the RAM... the minimum is... it's another 5 number. God. Well, it's another number that's, like, oblong. Horse. Okay. So what you're gonna need is... 5 gigs of RAM. You know what? How about we just go ahead and... Yeah, let's just go ahead and hand you 8 and call it a day. Fine. VRAM is going to be 4 gigabytes. And that has to do with graphics card, correct? So I'll tie that in when we're working with graphics card. Storage, 2 gigs, which, you know, I think we can work with getting a relatively cheap hard drive. Yeah, it's not asking me for much. Should I be cheap? I mean, if this person's gonna be playing video games on this thing, he did not specify, so I'm just going to give him the cheapest hard drive I can possibly do. CPU, all right. I guess this is going to determine what I'm going to be doing here. Ryzen 5. So that means I'm going to need to have a AM4 socket. Well, I mean, I could go and get something particularly out there if I wished. Let me see. Okay, so this is Moroni M-Tech plus tune. I don't have any particular plans on doing anything crazy. Let's see. Here, can I filter this based off of RAM type? Yeah, let just socket. Let's look at the stuff that would actually work with this computer. How about that? Well, what do I want to treat this guy? I don't really. Not really. No. I could go and get him a gigabyte one. But no. I think I'll be perfectly fine with just handing him something that works. So, okay, AM4 multi-GPU, hell no. You know what, I'll go ahead. I'll at least give him a relatively reasonable thing. We're only at $300 so far. Wow. Well, okay, so now we need to choose the CPU, which I'm just going to go with the minimum CPU, because this game's a bit temperamental. Ryzen 5. Quad-core 1500X. Problem is, like, if he goes and if he wants to play any other games aside from this, or if he wants to upgrade later on down the line, it's going to be a problem for him, because, yeah, he's going to gun for, it's going to take so much extra money just for the sake of getting an entire new rig. But, you know, he didn't. He's asking for minimum specs. I'm going for minimum specs, because I'm a bit of a dirtbag. That and greed. That is also one thing, too. So, okay. Radeon RX 470. And then, oh yeah, this is, the 4G on the end is stating what type of VRAM it is. Okay. Well, once again, this is an MSI. This is a Radeon RX 470 gaming. It's got 4 gigs of RAM in it. I'm gunning for it. Okay, so we got that going for us. We got the CPU, we got the motherboard, we got the memory. We have the storage. We don't have the power supply yet, so this isn't going to be a powerhouse, so I don't think we need to go for anything stupid. Although Xi'an, I'm going to gun for something from Xi'an. Screw it. I'm gonna go and get him a nice power supply. I don't know. I tend to not pay too much attention to that. Case time. But once again, he's not going to be needing anything stupid. You know what? I'll go ahead and I will get him this one. Well, hold on a second. So the motherboard's in question. Hold up. Let me check this real quick. DFL A-Tune. I'm sure it'll probably work, but the Skylake. Here we go. It's SATX. I'm pretty sure that most of these cases probably work with everything, but again, just to be stupidly safe. I will add that to the cart. All right. CPU cooling. I think what he is going to need is not going to be too hardcore, but just in case I'll get him something relatively good airflow-wise. Well, what can we get for our, bang for our buck kind of situation? I haven't messed with CryoRig. You know what? No. I'll spend the money and I will go ahead and get him the Arctic freezer. Cause sure. I don't know if he's gonna need case fans. I think he'll be fine. Overall, okay, I think that's it though. So yeah, we got the graphics card. I just wanted to make sure that was the thing. We got the CPU, we got the motherboard, the memory, storage, power supply, his case, his CPU, case fans. I think that's it. Wow. So I'm gonna build his computer tomorrow, and I'll have it ready for him by tomorrow. Quick ass turnaround. Okay, again, we got... I'm sorry, I'm paranoid. I want to make sure. I think I got everything. If I don't, you know, again, like I said, this is a quick turnaround, and if I have everything, if I forgot anything, that would suck, but... Okay, so that's in transit, and that is also in transit. You know what? I think this would be a very lovely time to actually end the stream, just because I would like to start it off the next time around with something kind of relaxing and just putting the computer together that this dude wants. Though, I will say, problem is if I do end it now, I'm not going to have the minimum specs up. I guess I could just look it up later. Like, that ain't gonna hurt me much. I say. I'm gonna look back at this footage, just be like, you fucking asshole! How dare you! But yeah, I think I will end the stream for now, for today. So again, thanks everybody who popped into the stream just to watch me for a little bit of time. I appreciate it very much. If you want to take a look at this episode after it's done, I'm going to be uploading it to the YouTube channel. I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. All of them starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Some other stuff that I've been doing a Phoenix, well, basically an Ace Attorney retrospective, not just Phoenix Wright games. I've also been, well, I've been playing this a whole bunch. I don't know, there's something very relaxing about it, and also frustrating as all shit. What other things? I don't know. I've been feeling a lot better lately. I feel like I could try and dive into playing Celeste again. Oy, oy, oy. I guess I'll see if I feel the same way on Wednesday. Anything else? Well, I'm sure there's plenty of other things, but I'll cover those some other time. But again, I'm just going to pause and take us out of here. Again, thanks for coming out. See you next time.